Dr. Brownlee of the University of Washington, the principal investigator for a $212 million Stardust space probe mission. Because I had become a student of the hydroplate theory, I felt fully confident to communicate with Dr. Brownlee and to basically predict that what he would find was not what he was anticipating, even before they opened up the space probe. So in June of 2004, I sent Dr. Brownlee a package of Dr. Brown's predictions about Mars, which had come true, that they'd find salt water on Mars. He predicted it before they found it, and stated to him in that letter that Stardust probe would bring back material consistent with Dr. Brown's theory, rather than what he, Dr. Brownlee, was expecting. This is 2 years before, or almost 2 years before, he actually is able to open up the probe and determine that that is in fact the case. And then in 2006, March, after they've opened up the probe, and they found all the shocking results, several news articles were written. So I talked to Sandy when she wrote this article and told her about that there's an alternate theory that isn't surprised by these. And she goes, "Oh, what is it?" And when I told her it was a creationist view on young Earth creation, she said, "Oh, never mind." I was in the audience when Dr. Brownlee gave a public lecture at the University of Washington about the Stardust findings. After the lecture, I talked with Dr. Brownlee, gave him a copy of Dr. Brown's comet chapter, and the email Dr. Brown sent the day before Stardust probe landed, where he predicted what would be found when they opened the capsule. And his predictions came true. A couple of weeks later, I called him, and he said that he would not finish reading Dr. Brown's theory because Dr. Brownlee knew that Dr. Brown's theory was not how comets form. August 18th, 2009. So this is now 3 years later, and the news has come out that glycine was found. And I had asked him in the University of Washington whether there was evidence of organic molecules. I called him, and this was a summary of the phone call. I said that everything that he, Brownlee, and other comet scientists are finding are perfectly consistent with the idea that comets formed as a result of debris that was ejected from the Earth. It is hard to imagine that there was a point in Earth's history where there was an event with enough energy to eject large amounts of crustal material and water from the Earth at escape velocity, but that Dr. Brown's theory included how this event happened and where the energy came from. He again treated me with complete respect. He asked me to give him Dr. Brown's website address again. And then I sent 2 more letters that were not answered. I said, with the increased spending on near-Earth asteroid detection and deflection, he should again consider Dr. Brown's work. I'm quoting now from his article, 3.5 years after the space probe landed, a mission with many scientific surprises. When we first presented the discovery, you could see jaws drop in the room crowded with 600 scientists. One of the most unexpected was the 2009 discovery of the amino acid glycine. Now, glycine is a left-handed amino acid. It's an amino acid used by all life. How could the amino acids have been formed in the vacuum and near absolute zero temperature of space? He admitted to me in a phone call on August 18, 2009, that he was shocked by this discovery. And we found that most of the comet's rocky matter formed inside our solar system at extremely high temperature. The finding that inner solar system materials formed at very high temperature were transported all the way to the edge of the solar system to the region where Pluto is one of the major scientific findings of Stardust. But Dr. Brownlee can't explain how, but the hydroplate theory can say.